Welcome to the show. Fuck all these hoes. All my real ones know how deep it goes. Mirrors and the smoke. Want you to choke. Just because it glitters, don't make it go.
So I want to say thank you in case you hadn't heard me say it in my last video, for 190 something subscribers. I'm almost at 200. Thank y'all for people who've been watching my tarot card readings. I really appreciate it because I know that what all most of my subscribers came from. And even if you watch my other videos, I really appreciate it. Your thumbs up, your subscribes, all of them. Thank y'all. Thank you so much. Like for real. Thank y'all. Now let's get to the video. So hello people, my name is Lakia. The name of this channel is Kia B Spiritual Gal, and on here I do spiritual content, whether it's tarot card reading or just, you know, doing spiritual content with this whatever type video I decided to come over here and do. So hello, I had some food stuck, like, you know, you get food stuck like in the inside of your gum and your lip. But anyway, so today I'm gonna be doing a story time, or telling the stories of when I had paranormal experiences, and also a time when I think I had an alien encounter. Okay, my sister, every time I tell her this story about this alien, she be like, Kia, you hallucinate, because we literally. But anyway, let me just get to it. I'm trying to see, do I want to tell the alien story first or tell it last? I think I'm gonna wait to tell it, and we just gonna get to the paranormal parts. So I would say I've always been a person who like believed in the unforeseen, like, cause for me, you ain't gotta see things to know that they are real. You just feel it. It's kind of like believing in God or believing in something, anything that you can't see. So my first paranormal experience would have to be after my grandmama died, which was when I was 7, and she stayed in our house. It was the old house. Like right now I'm in my parents' house. This is the new house. The house before this house, she was staying there. She had cancer, and you know, she also was staying in my room, which was the middle room in that house, well, trailer. And I remember the night that she passed, I loved my grandma, you know, so I used to help her and everything, but like they end up telling me, and I remember being so like, oh my god. But anyway, she passed, and on the day of her funeral, what happened? So I had a dream, right? Oh girl, this is TT. Should I tell it? I'm just gonna stick to the story. Okay, so on the day of, I was going to sleep, right? It was after her funeral. It's time for me to go to sleep. I'm like 7 years old. I close my eyes and I'm in sleep mode, right? And it's like my grandma is talking to me. And you know, most people like, that's not a parent. It's like she was talking to me, and I remember being like so creeped out. I was like, Mama! While my eyes are still closed, and I remember running up front. Running up from my mom was at where other people was. They was staying with us in our house, and I was like, Grandma was in my dream. I was so freaking scared, because like I can see her, like she is almost like she was younger. She had a head full of hair, and like when she died, she wasn't looking like that, but like I don't know, it was just like. And what was creepy, like she was like in my dream in the like the funeral limo, and she was like in this dress. I don't know if I want to think of like Victorian time. She kind of gave me them type of vibes, but this is a light-skinned black woman. Like, but she was a little bit more, what's the word? More like within the time, or within this time. Like, she looked cute. She had on this pink dress, and she was sitting in a chair in the back of a funeral limousine, and she was just smiling. And you know, I guess that was her way of saying that she is okay to me. Back then I was terrified because it just felt so real. But yeah, second experience would be like I was sharing a room with my sister. We had a bump ahead and everything, but I think I was thinking about my grandma, and like I can literally, I had beads or whatever the hell my mom did in my head, and I can feel somebody, like I felt like somebody move my little plait or braid out of my face. Like, but in that particular moment, probably like 8 or 9, because it wasn't like 3 or 4 years. I don't think it was 3 or 4. I don't know. May have been, I can't even, 8 or 9, whatever. And I remember, like, at the time wasn't too creepy. I was a little creeped out because, oh my God, I just felt somebody move, touch me. But I felt like, I didn't feel like I was in harm's way. Okay? So, I had a lot of paranormal experience, so we're gonna get even more juicier. You see, I'm doing lightweight, and then I'm like warming you up for even juicier paranormal experience. So this will be one that was like, what the fuck, okay? This experience was when my sister, it was her prom, and I was at the house by myself. You know that she was getting her hair did, getting prepared to look cute or whatever. You know how black folk do on prom day. So, or the day before prom, or whatever. And so I was there by myself, and I was watching my nephew. And in the old house, when you're in the house by yourself, and it starts to get dark, like it was starting to get dark, and I was like, oh, I'm hungry, let me go fix me a peanut butter jelly sandwich. I had all the lights on, and I did not plan. I asked my nephew, I was like, do you want a peanut butter and jelly sandwich? Do you want something to eat? And he like, no, I'm not hungry. So I was like, okay. So after I fixed me a peanut butter jelly sandwich, I was like, okay, I'm going to turn all the lights off in the house. Because the way it was built, like my sister room that we shared at this point, in this time too, we were sharing a room. Because my middle room was under deconstruction, because we had a guest staying in my room. And it was fucked up, and I wasn't standing there at that time. But the way the old house was, my sister room is on the end, and my room is in the middle, and there's a hallway, and then you rock a little steps in the hallway, then you in the living room and all that. So after I fixed my peanut butter jelly sandwich, I turned all the lights off that was in the hallway, the living room, and then the kitchen over there. That little area is creepy, okay? So I was like, I don't plan on coming back around here, okay? So I'm eating my peanut butter sandwich or whatever, and my nephew is having a whole conversation to himself. He looking over to the side of the wall that's near the hallway or whatever, having a whole conversation. I don't know if no, I think he was just having a whole conversation, because I was by the wall, closer to the hallway. So he having a whole conversation. Then he like gonna say, Kia, that lady. He gonna point to the end where the wall next to the hallway. He'll say, that lady said da 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 da. Kia. I'm like, what lady? We in the house by ourselves. I already be scared in this house. The house is already like, you know, I said I kind of felt like my grandma presence was still there, and I didn't feel, it was time where I felt comfort and not like too scared. This house still was a little creepy. Like I wouldn't be surprised it was more than her spirit there. Okay, probably it was just, I wasn't ready for that. I wasn't as brave or open-minded. I was open-minded to the fact that spirits can exist around us, but like I was scared as hell. He like, that lady said da 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 da. I don't remember exactly what he said, but I was like, that lady. So then I'm like, okay, all right, whatever. Then I'm like, oh my god, he see something, cause he was like 3 or 2 then. Then he was like, after I completely finished my peanut butter sandwich, he gonna say, kid, can you fix me a peanut butter sandwich? I'm like, in my head, no. And like, but like outside, like, I'll fix you one in a minute. I didn't fix him shit. I was not going down that dark ass highway, because by this time the natural lighting, it was dark outside, and like I was scared. He said he saw a lady that I can't see be in the house by herself. Of course I was like, he may be telling my grandma, but at the time I was like, I'm not trying to see my grandmother. I'm not trying to be peeing on myself. Like, I just, no. Like, it's, no. So eventually he ends up going to sleep, and they end up popping back up, you know, coming into the house, and I wasn't scared no more. I was a little scared, but I wasn't scared as I was. But my next paranormal encounter, I think it was like maybe 1 or 2 years ago. I, at this point, was more comfortable when it came to my spirituality, even just talking to, like, getting to know my ancestors, or like, or my past on loved ones. At this particular time, I felt comfortable enough, or like brave enough to be like, I want to talk to my grandmother, the one I was talking about earlier, like, where's she at, you know, like, what's up? So had my crystal, I had my selenite with me, because I was scared. Earlier that day, we went to Walmart, and I was set on buying some incense, like some like spiritual incense, not just like some that's like, I think I ended up getting some patchouli incense and frankincense incense. And that day, the ride to Walmart, I was talking to my dad about this particular blues singer, and the way that she died, and like the way she died was crazy. Basically her ex man, he killed her when he saw her with somebody else. Okay, I don't know if I'm gonna put this part in there, but yeah. And I also looked, I was like, oh, she's a Cancer, you know, because I'm a Cancer. And I thought, it was like, wow, that's so crazy, like, that's messed up. Okay. And she wrote a song about him too. Like, if you from the South, y'all probably really know who I'm talking about. I can't even think of her name, but I don't even want to sing the song, because I don't know. I mean, even with this, me talking about this, I'm just a paranoid person, so. But if you from the South, you probably already know what blues singer I'm talking about. If you listen to blues, you may be like, oh, I know who she's talking about. I can't think of her name, but I really want to sing the song that she got. But like, yeah. So we were talking about her, and I was like, oh, she's a Cancer like me, da da da. So later on, fast forward, got to the house. You know, I'm like, my full intent was to like connect with my grandma. So I got my selenite, I lit my incense, I got my gong meditation music playing in the background off of our speaker, and I'm like in meditation form, and I'm like, my intention is communicate with my grandmother. And I think I had my, I just had my selenite, because at this point I just had like 1 or 2 crystals, 1 crystal, and it was selenite. So this was like my protection at this point. I was like still a little weary, but like I know what I wanted, you know. So I'm in meditation form, and I see like this lady, I'm showing this lady like walking down a street, right? She walked down the street. It's like almost a light figure, and then all of a sudden my vision is switched to like somebody. It was this lady. She was like in a white t-shirt like dress, and she was standing on a grave, and like her make like she had like a pixie cut like her hair and stuff, like I don't like she looked at like this the blues singer that I was telling you about, like, but at the same time I wasn't thinking that at the time. I was like, okay, who is this? Like, she wasn't even in my mind at this point in time. So I was like, okay. She's just standing on the thing. Like, she started walking towards my vision. Like, she's standing on the grave, and she's walking towards my vision. I remember, like, I don't know what it was, but like, you know, when you in meditation, or like even with this type of encounter, like you can feel the energy as well. Like, I don't know what it was, my eyes started flickering. Like, I can just feel the energy in this, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's almost like she was in the room with me. So I was like, so I'm trying to see, I think I stayed there for like probably a minute, or maybe even less than that, but just enough to get a feel. And I think she was just staring at me. So then I get out of meditation, and I was like, bro, that was not my grandma. Like, what? So I was shuffling the cards, and I was like, you know what? Let's just see. I'm just going to ask. So I was like, someone just told me to ask, like, ask to see if this is my grandma, like, give me a sign. And then I asked, I don't know if I asked 1 or 2 questions. I think I could have been asked, is this grandma, give me a sign. I don't think nothing happened. And I think I said, some made me think about the lady I was talking about earlier, the singer, blues singer. And just from the way that this woman looked in my vision, I couldn't really see her face that good, but I can see like her hair and her body and stuff like that. So I asked, was it the blues singer? And I kid you not, baby, my speaker that was playing gun meditation music just cut off. Like, just cut off. It just stopped. Like, it was turned up loud and everything. Like, it just, I ain't hearing no more. Like, it was right after I asked, like, can you give me a sign if this is blah 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 blah, miss, you know, nothing. I was like, well, it just cut off. So I was like, I literally ran up out of my room. Okay, I was so scared. The thing was, I did not feel like I was in harm's way. It was just like almost as though you meet a new person. Like, I'm not familiar, you know, or like you know, it was like, why me? So yeah, I was scared as hell. Like, oh my god, like that's probably like, I was like, yeah, it'll be a minute before I try to like communicate or like just talk to my spirit guides, past on little ones. I'll try to do it. I tried to do it later on. I did do it after that, but do tarot cards, not like that. But who knows? I think I'm more like aware of shit now. Even though then I did say I came prepared, but that scared the hell out of me. Let's see. I'm trying to see. Oh, experience that I had, I feel like was very much paranormal. I think that was when I felt like I was waking up to like different spiritual gifts. It was creepy as fuck. Like, this was different. So it was before I had to go to class, right? Like, normally I think around this time I had a class like at 9 or 8 something, 8:30 or something like that. And I would wake up at 5 to get ready. So I was asleep, right? And I was asleep, and all of a sudden, and then I low-key woke up a little bit, because I could have sworn, I swear, that I heard, like, I thought at this point I heard laughter, who I thought was somebody who I know. I thought it was my nephew, dad. You know, I thought he was like working, because he worked on houses and stuff like that. So I was like, okay, maybe he like him and my dad, like they working on something in the house or something. Because I swear to you, I heard him sound like he was laughing, like outside of my door. Like, because my nephew room is like right across from my room. I like, what the fuck? So it sounded like he was laughing or talk. I heard talking. So I'm like, damn, like these people, like this too early for this. I got like class in probably like 2 or 3 more hours, or probably a couple of minutes. So I woke up, right? I like, you know, it's time. Looked at the clock. I don't know, my thing went off, or I woke up. I think I woke up before. And when I looked at the clock, it was like probably a couple of minutes before I wake up to get ready for class. And I looked out the door. Nobody was out there. Everybody was asleep. I was like, So I asked her, like, was MJ daddy here? Like, yeah, what you talking about, girl? Everybody's still like, I know I'm not tripping. It wasn't like when you dreaming and you hear people talk. It was like me talking to you right now. Like me talking to you and laughing like right now. Like the way that I'm talking right now is what I heard coming from outside of my door. Okay? Like it scared the fuck out of me. I was like I know my ears, it was loud and clear too, you know, like you hear stuff, especially if you clairaudient, if you had any type of clairaudient experience where like you hear stuff that's not there. It's like it was clear. Knowing sometimes it might be like a whisper or like a soft voice or something like afar. It was clear and it was like outside of my door. So yeah. I'm trying to see if there's anything else that I can put up in here that I like. I guess I could probably put like when I tried to like read, it was right after my granddad died, who was my grandmother's husband, who I talked about in this video. I think it was last year. It was right after he died. Not too long after, because like I was sad, very sad. Like it was hurtful, but also in the type of person who like understand, like even I knew like even though that he was gone physically, he was still here spiritually, because everybody who knew him, or like even my mama, who not even like much of a spiritual believer, you know, like they like she even had encounters herself, like, or like just knowing that he's still around. So I tried to communicate with him and my grandma through tarot cards when I was like right after he died. And when I tell you, like, you know, you reading a person and you're a tarot card reader, it takes a lot of energy out of you. I was so fucking drained. I guess also because the energy was fresh. I do not recommend. Don't ever do that. You probably won't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. Okay. I'm trying to see. Is there anything else that I'm leaving out before I hop into this alien story? I guess like other than those like very experience where it's been like very like seeing and feeling, or feeling and hearing, I just experienced like different messages through dreams and stuff like that, like from loved ones, or just seeing different signs and shit that let me know that they're there. Or like I think after I did that, I told you I read on my grandma and granddad, like after he passed, I did like do like I you know, I be my tarot cards, I probably like ask him different stuff, like, because you know they have a different point of view on stuff. And he also is a very protective person in spirit, especially when it comes to me. And you know, it wasn't that bad. It wasn't like energy draining because the energy wasn't so fresh, like him just not passing. So yeah, but okay, so let's get into this alien experience. So one day I was outside, and I don't know if it was like, maybe it was a little dark outside. I'm trying to remember. I think it was dark outside. I don't even know. But I swear to you, I know the way. I was looking in my sister's car. I know how her car is made, right? I know how the seats is made. I know how all of that is made. So I'm looking out, and I look in the back seat. I see something that's like, it's like gray, and it giving me alien. It looked like how, not exactly how they say aliens look, but it looks somewhat like an alien type figure. The eyes were like, and it's just like staring, not moving, you know what I'm saying? And I'm like, what the fuck, right? What? I got to be tripping. I'm blank my eyes like about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 times. I don't know, like, it's still there, staring back at me, not moving, not blanking, nothing. I call my sister. I'm like, maybe by the time I get my sister, I'll be so mad if it's gone. Cause like, I know I'm not crazy. I know I'm not tripping. I get her, and she like, I'm like, do you see that? She like, see what, kid? I'm like, you don't see that? She like, see what? I'm like, I know I'm not tripping. I'm like, bitch, you don't see that shit. She said, I don't see nothing. I don't know what you talking about. Maybe it's the see. I'm like, girl, hey, I know your seats, and I know, like, I'm like, am I like getting some different spiritual gifts and shit? Cause like, what the fuck? Like, I can't see spirits, but I sure saw the alien. I was like, you don't see that? She like, no. I'm like, I know I'm not tripping, but that will be my alien experience. I know I'm not tripping. This was before, I think it was like a couple of months before the government, you know, you stay in the US, they admitted that aliens were real and all that type of shit. Or before, like, I was like, I don't know, but I know what I saw. And I can look out there today and look at her car and know there no alien thing, no alien type figure or whatever sitting in them back seats. I know how her seats look, but she always debate with me and say, like, no, I didn't see that. Maybe she couldn't see it and I could. I don't know. But that has been this video. I hope y'all enjoyed this video. I'm gonna try to edit this and I'm gonna see if I have to edit it that much. I might not have to, but so like I was saying, please like and subscribe. Please comment down below. Please share this video if you like this video so much. And please check out the description box down below. Please follow me on Instagram. And I will see you next video. Bye.